Hi, hi, hi. You already know who it is. It's Denim, and I'm back with another video, and back with another podcast episode. And who am I with?
You are with the most dashing, lovable, handsome, creative, amazing, naturally funny, talented Sebastion Minaj.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. But yes, so you already know you already know why we're here.
Mm.
By the title of this video. Before we start, I want to say please go ahead and check out S3F Stagio, our Etsy link or our Etsy shop that has a bunch of different types of designs to wear, that has like singers on it. It has like your favorite anime and manga like Jujutsu Kaisen, Naruto, Bleach, all the things that you want to check out. And the link will be somewhere, maybe in the description box. It should be on the screen. You already know what I'm talking about, okay? So let's get into the struggles of a fan. Now, I wanted to start off with sharing my screen. Let me do this. Uh oh. Okay, here we go. Boom. Boom. You see me? You see me doing the deed, doing the things, You already know what I'm talking about. This now, not this logo in the way. There we go. That's better. That's a better logo. All right. I guess it's out the way a little bit. But basically, today we're gonna be talking about artists that we like, we really, really like, but there's just like a struggle that we know y'all probably can like not agree with, but see where we're coming from and maybe apply it to a different artist. You know what I'm talking about? And it's not always about the artist. Sometimes it's about other stuff. But we're gonna get into it and we're gonna explain, and then you're gonna go in the comments and you tell us what you think about it. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have a conversation. Are you ready, Sebastian?
Oop, yes, I'm always ready.
No, he wasn't ready. Oh Lord.
Your mama.
Okay, but
Hmm?
that's our mama. You hateful hoe. Anyway, so first I wanted to talk about Flow. One of the struggles I have with Flow is, why are they British?
Shut up.
Why they gotta be over in Britain? No, because I'm like, like it's a whole thing for them to come over here and tour. Like, Chloe and who do we see? Coco Jones. Like they can tour over here and hit the small spots. Like Flo, they come over here and we got like what, maybe 2 dates or something like that. Maybe some festivals. And I'm like, well, dang, like, oh, I feel like that's a struggle for like a lot of international fans. It's like you're waiting and waiting and waiting for the artist you like to go to your city. Like even with Beyonce and Nicki and all those big artists in South America and Brazil are like, please come here, please. And then Africa's like, please come here, please. And Asian countries, please come here, please. It's like I understand to a certain extent because America does get a lot with Western artists, of course, but yeah, it's just like for some artists that are British, like Flo, and then there was another girl. I can't remember her name, but I listened
Three
to a
one way.
lot. Okay, she's one. Bree Runway definitely. But there's another girl. Let me look through my like songs. But it's just like they're never gonna be over here like that. Like Bree was in New York, but I'm not going all the way to New York. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, for me, for Flow, that's just a little bit disappointing. I think it's the just stylistic choices they make in their music, which I
Huh?
can. Hmm,
What did you say?
the stylistic choices they make in their music.
What about it?
I just sometimes don't like it. I think that's just the most disappointing part to me. Um, and this is just for me personally, Sebastian. Why, when they first started, I could get into their music. I liked a little bit more of their stuff. Now it's hit and miss. But I do see the UK influence in their stuff, which I'm not a big fan of. There are some UK artists that do hold me. Adele, Sam Smith,
Ew.
a few people that I could say I have multiple songs of them, and I like their writing style and stuff like that. But yeah, like Amy Winehouse. But there's just a stylistic approach to things that UK artists do differently that make it go, oh, I wish if they just did it like this, or I didn't like that part. That's the biggest thing, and why I don't think they really pop or taken that initial success and made it more.
Um, I don't fully agree with that. I do think that they sound British. I do think that. Um, but yeah, I mean, music wise, there are some songs I like, some songs that I don't. Like, I'm not like a huge stan, but I am a big fan, and that's why I want to see them on tour, see them live. And they do got vocals, like, and you see them right now, they got their little 1-2 step in, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see that live. But I also don't want to I don't want to have to get a plane ticket to go see them.
You're seeing them live now.
No, see them live. Like I'm live, they're live at the same time.
Oh,
And
I'm gonna have to
like
see them
I could
live.
reach my hand out and they could reach their hand out and it graces. Okay. Yeah. But that's what I wanted to talk about for them. And we did mention some other artists. The other artist I was talking about was Ray Black, Sebastion. But even with like K-pop artists, it's like you can be a huge fan and then it's like, but I'm never gonna see them. For real, for real. Like us with 21. Like it was like, okay, it's cute and all, but like I wanna see you.
I'm not really a big concert goer, so I don't have to see. There's only a few people I want to see in concert, and other than that, it's kind of like, oh, okay. But one of them was 21, and they're not together no more, so it's kind of like, all right, well,
Right.
there's that one.
And then the next people I wanted to talk about is Isla. And y'all already know how I feel about Isla. If you don't, then watch my video on Isla. Because like she's everything to me. She's that girl. There's just something that she's my zhush. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? And she's based, I'm pretty sure, she's based in California on the East Coast. And we live on the West Coast. And like I was saying for the other people about touring, when even though she's an American artist, like she's not as huge as I would like her to be, as I think she should be. So her tours or when she performs, it's not like she's going to half of the states in America. She stays on the West Coast. And again, for me, it's just like, dang, like I gotta go all the way to the West Coast for just to see Isla. Like that's not a just to see. Like I would definitely do it, but it's like it needs to be like a tour or something. Like I need to know. I need to get my funds up. It can't be like, hey, I'm performing in a month. Like I need time off. I need a plane ticket. I need a hotel. Like that's a lot of work. And I feel like that's something everyone can kind of um understand or kind of relate to when it's like, dang, like the artist that I really really like and I really really love isn't very big, so there aren't that many chances to see them and support them and stuff like that. Do you have any artists that are small like that you like really want to support, but it's like, well, dang, it's kind of like I can't go to California in a month?
No, not really.
Okay, well,
Sorry.
dang.
I mean,
What?
I like certain people, but again, to see them live, that's a big thing for me. I don't really care to be around too many people and stuff like that. Concerts aren't like a big thing for me. So again, there's only a select few people I really want to go to a concert for.
I don't know. I like connecting with artists, and
I want to see Chloe and Halle.
I don't think it has to be like connecting in a way. Yes, I do love Chloe and Halle too. Like I wanted to see them so bad. And I wish we did go see Chloe, but it was like during a weekday. But anyways, I do like connecting with artists, whether it's through their music, interviews, or live or stuff like that. Like I hadn't been to a concert until this year, early this year with SZA, and I don't know. I really liked the process. I just enjoyed it. So I think I would like concerts. I don't think I'm gonna like festivals because there's a whole lot of reasons for that. But I do like concerts, and I'm like, dang it. Some artists also have like stripped down concerts more so. Like Coco Jones was more stripped down. Jasmine Sullivan's are more stripped down. I think Isla's would be too. In fact, I think I have a video of her performing live. And I'm just like, I don't know. It's like to be there, sing their songs. Like I feel like that would be just so fun. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, child. I don't know.
You are different.
You different, please.
Hmm.
Anyways, and then to hear them live vocals, I think that's the thing for me. Like I love live vocals. Like I love listening to music, but I also love live vocals. So that's on that. So moving on from Isla, who I love, she's everything. In fact, I want to mention that she's a featured artist on a song with Queen Herby. Do you remember what the song name is?
Daydreamer.
Daydreamer. So y'all should check that out because Isla's on it, period. And we're going to be talking about Queen Herby a little bit later. So, check it out for both of them, period. So for this next one, it's about Michael J. Woodard. He's another very small artist, but I'm not even talking about that. I want to talk about artists who are signed to record labels who they really don't do anything for them. And I can't say that like
That's a lot of artists.
100% true. And I can't just say without a doubt they're not doing anything for him. But I just really don't see the push with him like at all. It's just if you knew of him, you know of him, and if you don't, you never will because there's no advertisement. There's just nothing. There's no brand deals. There's just nothing.
Hmm.
Just post and be on social media and hope you blow up. And I'm like, that's insanity. Like she's still
He
on
should
American
definitely been on
Idol.
Broadway.
Well, he did get a TV show, and yes, I feel like he should have been on Broadway too. Like I feel like he should try out for those like roles. And also, like Katie, you're still on American Idol now. Why haven't y'all brought back like they do this all the time where they bring back people who've won to perform?
He
Why
didn't
haven't y'all done
win.
that? I didn't say winners. They've brought back people to perform before who've won or didn't win. Little Mix didn't win.
Well, then again, they also blew up.
Okay, well, American Idol doesn't have anybody who's blown up. So what now?
Well, I mean, in the past few years, yeah, I agree. Mm.
I mean, they're gonna bring back Kelly Clarkson. Uh, like she's with The Voice or
Yeah,
was.
but I mean, I mean, all you can do is push to have them there. But I'm sure she's not the one in charge of American Idol talents performance.
She's like the highest paid. I'm sure if she pressed it, he could perform.
Hmm.
And if she can't, then she should say, "Well, then I'll leave." It's either him or me.
Yeah, I don't think
Like I don't
she's
know.
gonna give up that money for him.
She has enough money and married to a man with enough money and got a baby. So if that man want to leave, he's still gonna be paying her a lot of money.
She make more than him.
And it's still gonna be a lot of money. You just made my point. She don't need the job. She don't need the check.
Yeah, when you rich, you gonna maintain that rich.
I'm just saying. Like I just feel like more can be done. So check out his music video, Face. He has another song out. I can't remember the name, but just go and look up his name, Michael J. Woodard. Okay, he should have won American Idol, but or he should have, or that I don't want to call her a fake Taylor Swift, but the country, but not country
Hmm.
guitar playing girl. One of them should have
That
won.
whole season was stupid because even that Spanish girl, when she came on there, they was like, "We want to see your roots. We want to see you singing in Spanish and blah blah blah." And as soon as she started singing in Spanish, that's when everyone started not voting for her. I'm like, this is
Right,
America. Please sing in English because they were rooting for your backstory, but now all of a sudden you know Spanish and they were rooting against you.
right,
They just annoyed me that whole season.
right. I agree. And then we're gonna move on to. Oh, do you like my little picture? Cause I don't know why she named her record label Unsub, and I'm like, all I could think of is Criminal Minds.
I don't like it.
You like it?
Hmm.
All I could think is the Unsub is probably in his early 20s. He probably doesn't have any friends, stays at home, can't keep a job down. Like, I don't know. Okay, well, and you already know who's gonna get to. Who's gonna get to Normani? Because another thing fans may have to do is wait. And yes, I put a picture of a baby and a picture of death because sometimes it feels very long, like it feels like a lifetime.
Hmm.
And it's not just Normani. Like, let's not get twisted. People there, Beehive felt that way about Beyonce. People felt that way about Nicki. I know Rihanna fans are. Ooh, what the world? I'm sure Rihanna fans are, are the
Hold
same.
on.
I can't, I can't think of anybody else. Let me think. Hold on. Let me think real quick.
I'm like, who was outside fighting? Hold on.
Wait, did you figure that out, or
I don't see anybody out there, so I don't know what happened.
well,
But
I'm
go
gonna keep
ahead.
talking then. Maybe it's just maybe it's just our neighbors.
If the
But
shots start ringing, just fall to the ground.
please. But no matter how long an artist can take, I feel like if you're a fan, you're just gonna wait. Like people waited for SZA, they waited for Miley, and it's like no, you don't have to constantly bring them up every day, waiting for them on Twitter like a stan weirdo. But I'm like, for people to be like, oh, it's over for her because she's not putting out music quick enough. It's just like, okay, girl, like she may be over for you, but I'm gonna listen regardless.
The big
Like,
thing is, I think that separates Normani from the other ones, though. Normani hasn't even put out a full length album, so it's kind of like for the other people with SZA, Nicki, Rihanna, and of them, they have actually had albums that they can listen to and get
SZA only had one album and it was short.
Well, she also had other
I guess she had
projects.
features,
She had EPs.
but that was before the album.
Either way, they had other stuff while Normani just hasn't. I mean, had
I mean,
a
they got
few
Fifth Harmony.
offshoot. And taking a look at back at their discography is
Stop.
something. But either way, I think they just because they wanted to root for Normani so bad, and then Motivation came out, and that was such a big thing for it to then go kind of nowhere. It was like, oh, okay. So I know some people have dropped off from, actually waiting. I'm not anticipating anything when she drops. If she drops it, I'll be like, oh, okay, let me take a listen. But I'm not really waiting for her anymore. I'm not anticipating anything. I don't know if she even wants to do music anymore.
She does. She was just in her. The advertisement that I just played was the Bowls thing that came out like not too long ago, where she teased candy paint, candy drip, whatever it is.
That was a while ago.
It was not a while ago.
This was.
No, how? What do you mean when you say a while ago?
It was like definitely months ago. At least 4 months ago.
Okay, but that's not too long for me.
No.
And she basically said how, anyways, past that, I'm still waiting. I want to hear the song come out. I keep hearing the snippet, and I'm like, I made my heart, I beat it up, I beat it up. Like I was like, okay, like, like I don't know, it feels good. Like I feel like it sounds like music that in the 2000s, it's like I don't know, because I'm young, because in the 2000s, like, oh, this is a club sound, like the club was like this. and then you like now, and it's like, oh, the clubs just be people drinking and basically like a hookah lounge with no hookah. Like it'd be boring. Like they just be standing around. But I feel like this is the type of song to get the people moving. Like I need y'all to choreograph something. Like I don't know, like I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna do something to me at least, and so that's why I'm anticipating it. And she
Hmm.
said it was coming, and she said her reasons for why it's taken a while, and I'm fine with all that. I just want the music to come out. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that. But thank you, Normani. Love you. Um, the next person I'm going to talk about is Ariana Grande, and I don't know if you're going to agree with me here. You probably won't, but I don't know if you've ever done this as a fan of someone, where their music really doesn't change, but you're just not that into them anymore. Like I was a super fan of Ariana Grande from Give It Up on Victorious when she was Cat Valentine, child. Up until like until what's it called? The COVID. Until COVID.
Mm.
And then something changed and I was just like, it's just not hitting the same for me. Like the same songs that I was like I loved just wasn't hitting the same. Like I don't listen to her music much anymore. And I used to stream her music a lot. A lot, a lot. And now it's just like, I'll listen to some of the songs, I guess, when they come up. But I don't know if that's happened to anybody else. Like, please, someone tell me if I'm crazy. Like, have you ever had like been a super duper fan, and then you turn around and all of a sudden one day you're just like, I mean, it's okay. It's cute.
Mm, I don't know. I can't name any artists that I've ever done that to. Um, there's only a handful of artists I could say I'm a super duper fan of. Um, oh, yes, I can. Well, sort of, kinda. They still have bops, but I don't listen to them. Like Fifth Harmony. Like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
when
yeah,
Fifth Harmony
yeah.
came with work from home and stuff, I would say, a super fan. I was like, oh, okay, they're doing their thing. I see them. I really like them. I actually was supporting them a lot. But at one point, looking back on this stuff, I was like, oh, it's okay. But that's the only artist I can think of. Ariana Grande, I really, really like Ariana Grande. I really like her stuff. It's just everything. It's mood for me. There's some songs that I don't play a lot that I'm like, it's I'm not in the mood to hear this, but I get in the right mood, and then that one song is being played. Um, there's only I want to say there's only probably two artists that all their music is just on rotation every day. Um, so I can't say that, one artist is like, oh well, I don't like them anymore, or oh, they're all right
Well, I didn't say
anymore.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do understand the Fifth Harmony part. But yeah, I still appreciate her music, and I still appreciate the vocals, and I hope her fans get what they've been waiting for, which is an album. And in that movie, I don't know when she's gonna be done with that movie for Wicked, but when it comes out, I'm sure everyone, all the, I don't know what her fan name is anymore, but if she ever had one. Oh, Arianators,
Arianator. Mhm.
horrible name. Um, I'm sure they'll be rushing to the movie theaters to see it, child. But yeah, and this is just her discography. It's just like she has pretty solid albums. Like I don't think any of her discography is bad, but it just don't be hitting like he used to hit. And I don't know if it's because I got older or because maybe my taste changed. Because I do think somewhat it did, but some of these like nah.
Mhm.
So these are the next two coming up. These are more like these are little throw-ins. Like I'm gonna say something little quick on them. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something about a fan that a lot of fans, especially now, have to deal with, is your artist doing something that's like cancelable. And you may think of like Lizzo or Nicki Minaj or who does something to get canceled?
You're not thinking of Nikki.
Who does stuff to get canceled? Like who else? I can't
Azalea
think.
Banks.
You need to be on to be canceled. But yeah, people like that who may not like they may have not done something like crazy, but like at one point people were trying to cancel them. And then you have Doja Cat. And it's just like there may come a point in every fan's relationship with that artist where they're just like, I'm a pause on you. I'm a pause on you. I had a pause on Doja. It was she was just being a little too weird. She being a little too seemingly anti-black, and I defended her a lot. And it's just like, all right, I'm tired of it. Like you're still talented, but I can't fool with the shenanigans. Like not even as defense wise, because nobody needs to defend her. It's Twitter. Turn off the app. But from the point of like just as a person wanting to be understood, it's like you're pushing people away because you're on purpose being like putting off this annoying personality, harmful personality, but also annoying personality. And you see what Scarlet Witch said?
Mm-mm.
You don't read it? You don't see what it says?
What? A hoe tried to take my whole brand, try to stop my bag, me dinero, my ching ching. She trying to take the food out of my children's mouth.
That's
Okay.
what she said. That's what she told me. She said she bit that whole Scarlet thing from her. And I said, are you
Well,
serious? And she
all of
said,
it's
yeah.
tired, so
You said what?
all of it's tired.
Oh. Boys
Mm-hmm.
are mad because I don't have incels. But yeah, and it's so
Mm-hmm.
funny. Like she was doing crazy stuff before this performance, and people were hyping up the performance, and maybe it was because of the emotional disconnect. Like when it's like an artist you liked, and then you cooling on them. I don't know. I just felt like this was one of her blandest performances. I didn't think it was like all that at all. Yeah, I kind of felt like she was just walking around and looking at the camera and being. I mean, she was commanding the camera, but other than that, I mean, was she even doing that? But I like to see the Black Scarlets. Yes. Hello, Black Scarlets in the background. Anyways, moving on to
Mm.
the
I
moving
don't
on
know.
to the
I'm the
next.
type of I would say I'm the type of person that can just disconnect from the artist itself and the art. Like I still like her Hot Pink album. I still like playing her some of the songs on Scarlet. Maybe like a half a song. I don't know. Um I've been New She Crazy. I've been never been like everyone's like she's changed. No, she hasn't. Y'all just wanted to see something that was there the whole time. This girl been crazy.
I disagree. There's a difference between being crazy and weird and being racist, or wearing a shirt of a racist, and then acting like it's not a big deal, or dating a man who people are saying are harmful sexually to minors, and then you block them and act like, oh, it's just Twitter, it's just Twitter, it's just Twitter. It ain't got nothing to do with Twitter. It got everything to do with you and your
She always,
decisions.
for me, she always gave off that vibe. Even when
Giving
she
off a
came,
vibe doesn't mean you actually did it, though. I feel like that's the difference. Like, she jokes around and she's very much a troll and stuff like that. So whether people thought it was like serious or not, like no one thinks, oh yeah, one day she's just gonna wear a Nazi on her shirt.
I guess not, but y'all were tricked. I wasn't. So
Okay, well, I don't listen to R. Kelly's music, and for right now I'm not listening to hers either. Um
goody goody.
but moving on to these other two people I wanted to mention real quick. So again, as a fan, for both of these artists, there was a point where I said, "Oh, I think I'm becoming a fan." And it was basically one album where the entire album I said, "Oh, this is a great project." And with Tyler, I want to call him Tyler the Perry so bad. Tyler the Creator, his Igor, I guess Igor. I don't know. But that album, I said, "Oh, this is fire. This is 10 out of 10." I don't listen to the album like that anymore, but I thought it was fire. And then he put out his next album, and I said, "I don't like none of this. I don't like none of this." The Weekend too, he put out Starboy. I said, "Oh my god, maybe I'm a fan." I know his voice is a tad bit annoying. That's okay. Like I like the music. Like it was a hit. Then he put out After Hours, and I said, "Oh, I don't like none of this." And the thing is, like, the albums aren't like totally, like, they're not totally separate in direction. So I don't know. It blew me that I just didn't like it when I was like, it's not too far off from the album I loved. I don't know. I just didn't. But yeah, I really thought I was gonna be a fan. I really did,
Mm.
and I wasn't. Just a fan of those albums.
I never
Oh,
liked them, so.
okay, well. But now we're gonna move on to like our main point. Like this was the reason this video was created. And I don't know if every fan is going to come to this. Like, I actually feel like this is rare. But Carmen slash Queen Herby, this is who we have arrived at. Originally, Carmen started on YouTube doing covers. They got real popular for their 6 foot, 7 foot cover because it was a white girl singing this rap song. And yes, it was corny, but white people loved
6 foot,
it.
7 foot.
6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot. Huh?
She definitely got big off of Look at Me Now and doing the Busta
Okay, well
Rhymes
then look.
first.
Okay, well great. Look at me now, Busta Rhymes. And the way that she portrayed herself then, is very different than who Queen Herby is now. And that's not a bad thing. It's just it's kind of weird because it's like I was a fan of Carmen. And then when she changes her marketing, her persona, and she became Queen Herby and said that it was going to be more, hip hop, more R&B or whatever. It was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I can see this. Like, I'm going to like it. And then it comes out and it's like, oh, I don't love it. I
Mm-hmm.
don't love it that much at all.
And even from the beginning to where she is now, Queen Herby has evolved to something that is even less structured than what I thought could ever become.
So, okay, so after they got signed, they put out an EP, then they put out an album. And I'm pretty sure after that album, they were either dropped or left or something like that. And then I would say for those two, like, yes, they're incredibly corny, and for their time, they are a tad bit dated listening to it now. Um, and they did that's not what they wanted to do. They were put inside of this box by their record label that the record label wanted to see, and it just wasn't fully them. I understand that. I did like the music. I still listen to some of it. But when I thought Carmen became the genius that I remembered them for, it's when after they were left their label, they independently put out an album called Leo Rising.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you, I feel like that album is so freaking solid. Like I thought that album was so good. And I think it there was a lot of creativity. Like to me, it wasn't just one genre. Like it had pop, but it had soft rock and it had alternative or whatever in it. Like I just really, really liked it. It wasn't music to me that was like very popular at the time. And the last two projects were very, 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 very pop. Um so I appreciated that. But then after Leo Rising, they abandoned that genre, that sound. And instead of it being Amy and Nick, it was more focused on Amy, with Nick being behind the scenes in the music production, and it was Queen Herby. And you see how different, even how they look, with these pictures that I have up. Like the left side is very white girl. I need my pumpkin spice latte in September. Uh, like, you know what I mean? And then on the
Hmm.
right side, it's very like very creative, but very like not the left side. So we can see like there's a big change. But when she started putting out those EPs in the beginning, Queen Herbie EPs, I think they call it like the EP era. Like I liked some of the songs. Like I was messing with it. You know what I'm talking about?
Usually, I would say for the EPs, I liked at least one song on each EP.
Well, I liked multiple per EP until we got to like the fifth one.
Mm-mm. It
And
was always give and take for me. Sometimes I like one, sometimes I like none.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it was like a couple I liked. Like going to EP1, let me look at these songs. Like I liked Gucci, I liked Till We Get By, I liked Wild, I liked Zombie. Like I liked a lot of them. I didn't love all of them, but I liked them. Um, yeah, so I'm looking through these EPs. There, for the most part, it was about one, two, or three songs. Like there were songs that I liked on them, but at a certain point, it just got to like, what is this? And to me, it started sounding all the same. There was a distinctive sound that she kept using, like genre wise. Like she became her own genre. And I guess that could be a good thing, but in this instance, I'm saying I don't think it was for me as a fan. And it was just kind of disappointing to go through her music, and she changed so much. It's like, this is not the same artist I was a fan of. And it's like, dang. You know what I mean? Like, as a fan, it's just like, the artist that you liked is no longer there.
Hmm.
Like it's somebody else. And you still want to keep giving them chances, thinking that, well, what if they go back to that one sound for a split second? Like I want to be there for it. Like you still want to support and stuff, but I don't think this will. After their EPs, and they had what, 9 EPs, child? They had a lot of EPs. But after their EPs, they put out more EPs, but they actually have a name. Like they put out the EP Housewife most recently. They put out an EP The Muse also most recently. I think it was I can't remember when that. I think that was that early this year. Yeah, this was earlier this year. The Muse was February. Housewife was like not too long ago at all. The one that Isla's featured on is on a song from Housewife, and she put out an album in 2021. I think she put out two.
I have no idea.
Well, both. I'm gonna say both of the albums because I can't remember. Maybe it was just a long EP, but I did not like it at all. I don't like her doing hip hop music. I don't think it sounds right. I wish she stayed more so with that soft rock R&B singing. I don't like her rapping. I mean, on a pop beat, it's like you could kind of say anything silly and it's okay, like super bass. Like, let's go to the beach. Beach. Is that super bass?
Nope.
What song is that?
Starships.
Starships. It's like she was like, I'm not paying my man this month. I owe that. Like you could kind of say something silly on a pop beat and get away with it. But once you get into like hip hop beats, it's like you can't be like, girl power, do it by the hour, 4 hours. I don't shower. Like you can't you can't write like that. Like you have to start rapping. And I feel like her writing is so corny. And it's so different than the album I loved from Leo Rising. It was so different from Leo Rising. It's like shell shock, culture shock, or whatever it's called. Um, I don't know. So I still listen to the music when it comes out because of the good times. But I want to see, have y'all ever like had an artist rebrand themselves and you just did not like the rebrand?
Hmm.
Cuz that's what I feel like that's what this is. I just don't like the rebrand. Um yeah. Yeah. But I'm glad that people like it. I'm glad that she's successful. I'm glad that she can control how her music sounds, the way that she like it, put it out in the way that she likes it. Um, but yeah, as a fan, I feel like I'm not a fan. I feel like I'm just here for Carmen, and Carmen's not here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Queen
I
Herbie
think
is
that's my
not.
last. Oh no, oh no. Okay, I did have a video here, but this is her. She put out a song, Barbie Girl, around the time that Barbie was coming out. And I feel like this is a great example. If you listen to this song, there's like distinctive things that she does, like specific harmonies, specific sounds that she creates in the production of this song that she does a lot. And I don't like it.
I don't even have to say all that. I just don't like it. It's very convoluted. It's for rap, for hip hop. It's very corny. Um, I mean, it's you can almost take it as campy, but it almost becomes like okay, it's too much to be actually be campy to be purposefully this obtuse. So it's kind of like I did. I feel so. I'm just so upset with her. I'm just so upset with her because I love her. I love her. Leo Rising was one of my favorite albums ever. And when she first started the Queen Herbie thing, I really did appreciate her take on hip hop and rap. But as things go along, it's starting to get more unrealistic. It's starting to look more like a spoof, a
Yeah.
music spoof.
And a lot of people for like Chloe and Halle or even Megan the Stallion right now, how they kind of do they have a sound or maybe a visual that's very Halloween-esque, and people are like, oh, we need a Halloween album or like Thriller or like this that the third, how they do kind of like Christmas music. And there's a very big difference between doing like a haunted sound and then being cheesily Halloween.
Hmm.
And then there's also like this very nice middle. Like Thriller, to me, Thriller does not have to be attached to like Halloween or that time. Like Thriller is just a great song. The song by Fifth Harmony, In Love with a Monster, that was for a movie, but it's very Halloween-esque. To me, that doesn't have to be tied down to Halloween, even though it has some of those like Halloween, feel to it. Like it feels like this song was for a special occasion because it was for a movie. But there's another one too, by Fifth Harmony that wasn't released. Hands, something like a thousand hands, or
Mm.
something about a wolf, something about a wolf. And I was like, yes, like it doesn't. You don't have to be cheesy, even though you're trying to give off a certain thing. And I feel like she crosses that line, and kind of goes into a little bit of cheesy. Um, but I still love her singing. I still think she's a very talented singer.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm still gonna be listening to Leo Rising nonstop. I just need them to let me know when they put out Virgo Rising and Pisces Rising. I just need, that's all I need.
And that's all we want.
But yeah,
Well,
y'all
look
go. Hello.
at hmm.
Anyways, but yes, y'all go listen to her EP Housewife, cause y'all may like it, and that's great if you do. And listen to, I guess, Daydreamer, because that's the one with Isla. And you already know how I feel about my girl Isla. Like, don't even play. But we're gonna wrap it up there. Thank y'all for clicking. Thank y'all for commenting, because I need y'all to comment. Thank y'all for subscribing, because I need y'all to subscribe. Like, thank you for sharing with a friend, because I need you to share with a friend. I want to let you know. I want you to remind you. Go on Etsy.com. Look up S3F Stagio. You should see it pop up somewhere. All right, I know you're gonna see it. Just look, just be nosy. Like, just see what's there. And then spend a little money because that's fun. Like, that helps my mental health to spend money. It doesn't, but it can. Anyway, so thank you for clicking on this video. Sebastion, go ahead and sign out. You know what you want to do.
Okay, thank you everyone for watching the video. My name is Sebastion Minaj. Did I say that right? Doesn't matter. SEBASTIONMINAJ. My moniker on everything: Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. Yeah, go visit the Etsy shop. It's 3F Stagio and run it up. Thank you. Bye.